Hey everyone, welcome to the Clinch River Homestead Unboxing Edition. So today I did this purposefully to do this unboxing down here, which is soon to be studio space. We ordered a cheap Chinese softbox light kit for videographers and photographers. Let's get to the unboxing. But as you can tell, the lighting in here is not too great. And just to give you an idea of what I'm shooting right now, I'm at a 1600 ISO. So the amount of lighting that I actually have in here, so we have 6 100-watt fluorescent lights in this room, and that's about all the lighting that we've got. And therefore, the picture quality isn't that great. Okay, so you came to this video for one reason. You want to know, are they worth anything? Is it going to hold up? There's a lot of reviews online of how cheap the stands are. So we're going to open this up and do a review on it right now. I'm going to post a picture up here in the corner of exactly what I ordered so you can see the light kit. Now this is supposed to be a complete LED kit, so we'll see. And it's supposed to be remote controlled. So let's go to the box opening, shall we? So packaging is pretty important with this particular package. Packaging is pretty important with this particular package. Reason is, this came straight from Guangdong, China. So let's show you what's in the box here. Right here, everything looks packaged pretty nicely. So there's a little instructional pamphlet in here, so we're going to take a look at that real quick and see what's in there. This just pretty much explains the softbox lighting kit for you. I hope it comes in focus. There's a little picture of exactly what it is and what I had ordered. According to the package here, what we're supposed to have is 3 20 by 28 softboxes, 3 85-watt LED photography light bulbs, and 3 80-inch tall studio high light stands with 1 stand boom and arm and a carry case. So let's see if everything is in the package. Let's start opening it up. Looks like right here, this is the carry case. Now for the price of this kit, I'm not expecting that much. It'll probably be good to carry it around if you have to. Again, from other reviews, the stands are not too sturdy. Well, let's get to it. So now that we got that out of the way, let's open up these little boxes and see what's in these, right? Okay, looks like we have a remote controller and a little LED light here. So this is what comes in the box. It looks pretty nice. It's got heat sinks all around this light fixture. And again, it does come with a nice remote, so let's take the remote out of the package. I will say that this remote really reminds me of an Amazon remote. So, did they get their influence from the Amazon remote? I don't know. It looks really similar, but it is a pretty decent construction. No batteries in the remote, which is good that they didn't ship batteries in the remote. So let's keep on unboxing. Now, I'm thinking that we're going to get one remote with each light, so we'll see. Let's open up the next light, and I'm assuming this would be a light. What do you know? Another remote for the next light. Oops. So here's your other light. They do come with protective sleeves over the threads on the bottom, which is nice, I guess. You can actually see the control board inside of there. I don't know if you can or can't. But anyway, so we got another remote with this thing. So I think my guess is becoming true here. And I'm assuming that we will have one more remote. And we do. One more remote in the box with one more light. Okay, so in total we have 3 lights and 3 remotes. I'm assuming that one remote will control all the lights at one time. So that might be a problem for you. We're going to test that out. See what's in the box. Hey, I hope you're all enjoying the video so far. If you are and you would like to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button and tick that little bell. You'll get notified on all of our future videos. And if you really like to support the channel, smash that thumbs up button. All right, let's get back to unboxing this thing. So it looks like we have a boom here, and this is thin aluminum, but it's there. All right, so we have an extendable boom. Oh, threads on the top, and this is all aluminum here. Now that's what's in this white box. Ooh, what is that? Okay, so this looks like something that you would put in your boom, and this is going to have some lights on it or something. And it looks like we have another case here. So I guess all of your boom rods come with a case. I'm not sure. Let's just put that to the side for right now. This is not in a box, so we're going to see what we have in this. Oh, okay, so these are looks like the light box or the softbox covers that go over the boxes themselves. So it's not terribly thick. It is see-through and it has Velcro. The Velcro doesn't run the entire length of this. So if you're worried that these won't attach on the light boxes correctly, that may be a valid concern just by looking at this, because you only have one little strip of Velcro right here, and there's nothing else on here. So next we have the light box itself. I'm gonna have to figure out how these stay open. The material that's on this is actually a pretty heavy duty material. So if you're wondering if this is gonna be a real thin material that's on here, this is actually a pretty thick material that's on these light boxes. So when you open this thing up, it's like an umbrella. So in the very center of this, you have a little circular thing here, and you're just going to press that down evenly if you can. And it'll press right down over top of the light socket in there. So that'll be one of the light boxes here. So let's put this aside right now and keep opening up the rest. I'm assuming this is probably another light box. Yep, and it is. And there's the other diffuser. Again, it's the same quality as the other one before. Here's the next light box. Press that down just like before. You know what? We're going to get a caliper right now and measure the material thickness. All right, so now we have a caliper right here that we're going to measure the thickness of this material. Just to give you an idea, this is about 3 mil thick material, so it's pretty decent and thick. While I have it here, we're going to measure the material on the outside diffuser so you have an idea of how thick this material is. And my idea is, because the edges are so thick that I really can't get a caliper around it, I'm going to fold this in half, take a measurement, and then divide it by 2. All right, so we're 0.16 of a millimeter. The light box cover, the diffuser, is 0.08 millimeter thick, if you really wanted to know the thickness of that. Keep watching, because we're going to get this thing set up at the very end, and we're going to show you just how much difference, or not, it makes. So keep watching. All right, this should be our last and final light box. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to press that down. That's our third light box now. So I'm assuming that these are probably the stands for those light boxes. And that other aluminum pole that you saw is most likely the boom. I'm really wondering just the quality of these stand pieces and how they would hold up. And for those people that need this for a mobile situation, and you need to tear down and put back up every time, I'm wondering just how sturdy this is going to be. So, all right, so I can tell you these aren't the most, they're not the most sturdiest of things. But, so with these stands, it looks like there is no detent in here so that it stays locked in one position. And that's one thing I did hear of some people saying that during the middle of the night, they heard something crash down, and that could be because these things, and these are kind of real flimsy plastic, or not plastic, these are real flimsy metal, and the center here is plastic, and this up top here is plastic, and then all of these here are plastic. So this is aluminum on the end, and the rod's aluminum, and these rods are aluminum, but this right here is plastic. All right, but they don't seem bad. They don't seem bad. I would have liked to have seen a detent in here or a little push pin that would pop out that you'd have to push in to move it up and down like you would an umbrella. We don't have that with these. So let's keep on moving and see how they are. Now, the lights themselves, one of the benefits with these lights is they are LED. A lot of the other Softbox light kits use 4 fluorescent lights in them to give you the light. When you have a big socket here that's going to have 4 lights hanging off of it up here, these type of stands will probably not be a good situation for that. But because these are all LED and the lights themselves are really light, one, I'm hoping that we're going to get the light output that we need, and 2, hopefully they work. So we'll see. But let's keep going here. Let's open this one up. Make sure that nothing's bent on it. It does slide down pretty nice, but again, I would have liked to have seen a detent right there. All right, so you're going to get 2 extenders right here. So this is how tall this light box will go. So it's actually a little out of the frame, and it's taller than me. So I'm going to say that's probably about just over 6 feet tall at the top of this stand. But when you do have this thing fully extended, let me tell you, it's not that sturdy. So you may not want to have this thing completely extended. All right, let's set these aside real quick, and we'll open that last one up. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So this is our last one that we're going to open up and just make sure it's good. Looks like so far all 3 of these stands are good. So we're learning together on this because, as you know, the instructions they give you are not very good. All right, so one of the other things I like about this boom is there's a 1/4 20 thread on the bottom of this. I assume that's 1/4 20. And this will actually screw into the top of these booms. Now, I don't know if I'd recommend going that high with it because that's really extending this quite a bit. Okay, so I found it. They don't give you a counterweight per se. They give you a bag to then, which I guess works. It works. It saves on shipping. That you can then put sand, rocks, or whatever in these bags to use as your counterweight. And then it has a 1/4 20 with a carabiner on the end, and then that's what you will screw into the end of this, and that'll act as your counterweight once you get it up in the air. So let's open this up and show you how this is going to work. All right, looks like that's going to fit right into here, just like that. And then our counterweight boom, this adjusts right here, so it can move around. So there is no grooves there that hold it. It just has a little rubber, so it looks like it just has a little rubber washer inside of here that when you tighten this down, it just keeps it in place. Now you would think that all these ribs right here would lock into something. They don't, they're just for show, just like these on the outside here, just for show. All right, so on this, it looks like they're using 2 separate size holes. Now I don't know what they're for. You have a bigger hole here. I don't know if you can see it. So there's a bigger hole here and a smaller hole up on top. I have no idea why this bigger hole is down here because this just slides in and out of it and doesn't do anything. So maybe if you have a bigger boom, I'm not sure. So this will then attach to the back. Doesn't thread in so great, but it's going. All right. So I'm going to go outside, grab some rocks, fill this up real quick, and I'll be right back in. We're back now. Short commercial break. So I just had to go outside and get some rocks to put in here. And I'm going to pop this on the end. Now I don't know if it's enough rocks, but we're going to see. We've got our light bulb right here. We're just going to go ahead and pop this in up here. And let's see. Now the lengths of these cords are not very long. Look at this. So from the very top of this to the floor, it's only from the top to the floor. There's probably about 6 to 8 inches laying on the floor. I got some batteries in the remote right now. I'm sorry if the light's a little blown out behind me, but I just want to give you guys a really good idea of what these lights do. So I just turned it down to 20%, which is really cool that you can adjust these lights. Those fluorescent lights, I don't think you can adjust those. You can either turn them on or off. This actually has a cool little 20%, 50, and 100. So this is 20. We're going to hit it at 50, and it's instantaneous. And now we're at 100. Here's the cool thing. If you wanted solid white, you got white. You want warm, now you've got warm. You want cold, you've got completely cold. And then I think you can, so you've got a dimmer that you can dim it up and down. And then there's a Kelvin button left or right that you can adjust your Kelvin rating. So now we just turned it. I don't know if it shows in the video, but we just turned the Kelvin all the way to warm. Now I'm not sure what auto does. All right, so I read the instruction manual here. I don't really understand what they're saying this automatic. It's supposed to automatically, when you hit this button, change your brightness level automatically. But when I hit that button, it not only changes the brightness, but it changes the Kelvin rating of the lights. So that's not what it's supposed to do according to the book. So heck, everything else on it works quite well. Oh, and I did find out what the recycle button is. This is to switch to an alternative light, which I don't understand how that can work because you only have one light bulb. So this is pretty nice, and I'm sure it's going to work all the lights at one time. So that's this one. Let's get the other ones put together real quick, and then we'll give you a quick shot here of what it looks like now in the studio. We're back. I got everything assembled and I've got the lights up. But before I put this last light cover on, I wanted to show you how I found that these go on pretty easy. You see it's got Velcro on the back. My first assumption was to drape it across the top, drape it on the side, and try to connect these Velcros. That didn't make a very good connection. You had a lot of light escaping. It didn't stay on very well. Here's what I found. On the back, they made it so that you've got a little ledge in here, like putting on sheets on your mattress. So you'll take these little ends, and that little end you're going to put over top, just like that. So now this end, again, we're going to take that end and put it over top, and it stays. Same thing with the bottom, and then the same thing with this bottom. Then on the sides, you can fold over your little Velcro piece. You can just go ahead and take that Velcro and fold it right on over just like that. And you can do it on your top and bottom sides, whatever you want. Or you don't have to do that at all. It stays on just as fine. After assembling these things, I will say that the quality and construction is not on par with something that you would want to be tearing down and taking to a new set every day. That being said, for the price of this thing, you really can't beat it. If you have a home studio, going to be leaving the lights in place and you're not going to be moving them, this seems like it's probably going to be a decent kit for you. The only thing that the light that I don't like too much is the boom light here. the boom seems to be very flimsy. So for this being on this, the stand seems pretty okay. It's all right. But on the boom, you've got so much weight hanging over, and then the counterweight on the back of it, it really, I don't know, we're going to see just how long that's going to last, and we might have to come up with our own boom set. But for the price, you can't beat it. So let's get everything plugged in and then show you what it's going to look like down here. Hey everyone, so we got all the lighting set up now, and we showed you what lighting we have in the room. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on all 3 of the lights that I have around me. You can't see in the picture right now, but we're going to turn them on and see what kind of picture quality we get. So keep in mind we are at a 1600, that well did go out. We're at a 1600 ISO right now, and that's really not good for filming. So we're going to turn all the lights on, and we're going to test the different light modes that are on here for the different Kelvin range of the lights. So we're going to go ahead and test all 3 of these out and see what we got. So let's turn them on. So we have all the lights on right now. Let's put them on warm. All the lighting that we have is at 100% right now, and we're on the warm Kelvin range on the remote here. So what I want to do for everybody is, well, let's let you know where we're at. So we're at an ISO between 4 and 800 right now. So now what I want to do is we're going to switch that to the white Kelvin range and see just what kind of picture quality we get on that. All right, so this is the white Kelvin range that you see before you right now. I have not adjusted any color settings on the camera, and there is no color correction on this video. So this way you're getting raw video of exactly what it looks like. Everything on the camera is set on auto settings. Now that's at 100%. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick that down to 50%, and also we're still at an ISO of about 400. So I kicked everything down to 50% right now, and this is what 50% on the white setting looks like. So you tell me what it looks like. If you like the previous one better, pop it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. All right, so we're going to move on. We're going to pop them back up on 100%, and we're going to check the cold Kelvin range out right now. So let's see what that looks like. Cold, cold, cold. All right, so this is the lights at 100% on the cold Kelvin range on the remote right here. So let me know how this looks. Now, if you like this one better, pop that down in the comments. Just so everybody knows, I had the exposure on the camera now set at a -0.7. So this way we were getting a little bit of some overexposure areas on here. So cutting that down should help out. Again, we're at 100% on the white setting right now. I think this looks pretty good. So we're going to wrap up the review right here of the cheap Chinese photo lights or videography lights or softbox lights, whatever you want to call them. So I'll put a link down below as to the kit that we have bought right here. I would say that it's worth it for the money, but if you do have to move these things around, I think you might want to invest in a more expensive kit because the booms and the stands are really not that great quality. I would like to thank everybody for watching. If you have any comments or questions, pop them down below in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, hit that subscribe, tick the little bell, and to help out with the YouTube algorithm, smash that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. You have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.